Today we are going to learn accounting equation problem 2. Before learning about the problem, we'll discuss the format of accounting equation. Yes, look at the format. Accounting equation equal to assets equal to capital plus liabilities. Under assets, the normal items are cash plus bank plus stock plus debtor plus furniture. Under capital, capital recorded. Under liability, creditor are recorded. These are all normal item. Now let me see the problem. Apply accounting equation with the help of the following transaction. Transaction 1. Started business with rupees 2 lakh. Yes, first transaction number 1, started business. Transaction number 1, started business. How much invested? 2 lakh. What happened? Cash increases by 2 lakh. Capital also increases by 2 lakh. Other item we can mark as 0. Students, when the owner invested business, money in the business, cash increases, capital also increases. Now I am going to draw the balancing equation. 2 lakh plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 lakh plus 0. Then transaction number 2. Transaction number 2. Paid into bank. How much? 30,000. We paid money into the bank. What happened? Bank balance increases, our cash balance decreases. The value how much? 30,000. So our cash balance decreases, our bank balance increases. Other item we can record as 0. Balancing equation. 1,70,000 plus 30,000 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 lakh plus 0. Then transaction 3. Salary paid by ECS. Salary is a nominal account. It will affect cash and capital. Here salary paid by ECS rupees 5,000. Okay. Salary paid by electronic clearing service. Normally the expenses should be deducted from cash and capital. Here the salary paid through bank ECS, so we should deduct bank and capital. Other item we can mark as 0. Salary is a nominal account. Nominal account which includes expenses and income, that will deal with the cash and capital. If it is expense, deduct from cash and capital. If it is income, add with cash and capital. Yes. Now I am going to balance it. Balancing equation. Transaction number 4. Goods bought from Kamala. Goods bought from Kamala on credit rupees 40,000. We can call it as credit purchase. We can call it as credit purchase. How much worth of goods purchased? 40,000. What happened? Our stock level increases. When we buy goods on credit term, our creditor level also increases. So goods bought on credit terms, goods are coming in, creditor level also increases. So other item we can mark as 0. When we buy goods on credit terms, stock increases and creditor also increases. Balancing equation. Next transaction number 5. Transaction paid to Kamala. We bought goods from Kamala, paid to Kamala rupees 38,000 in full settlement. That is paid to creditor. Paid to creditor 38,000 in full settlement. Actually we owes to creditor how much? 48,000, but by paying 38,000 we are settling the account. So paid to creditor, we are making payment to creditor. So our cash level decreases. We paid to creditor 38,000, but the total creditor decreases. We owes to creditor 40,000. We paid how much? 38,000. So we received a discount 2,000 rupees. That is a nominal account. Since it is an income, it should be added with the capital. Once again, we owes to creditor 40,000. We paid 38,000. We are getting discount 2,000 rupees. So the total discount 40, fully settled. So minus 40. Actually we paid 38,000. The difference 2,000 is a discount received, nominal account. It is an income, so adding with the capital. So other item we can mark as 0. Equation. Next, transaction 6. Goods cost price 10,000, sold for 15,000. This is sales. No name is given in this transaction. This is a cash sales. Cost price how much? 10,000. Sold for how much? 15,000. So 10,000 worth of goods sold for 15,000. So we should be very careful. The cost price of the goods should be deducted from stock. The cost price should be deducted from stock. The sale value added with cash. So 10,000 worth of goods sold for 15,000. So we gained profit 5,000. That should be added with the capital. Once again, 10,000 worth of goods sold for 15,000. So the cost price should be deducted from stock. Actual sale value added with cash, since it is a cash sales. The difference is a profit added with the capital. So other item we can mark as 0. Equation plus 1,40,000 plus 25,000 plus 30,000 plus 0 equal to plus 0. Next, transaction 7. This is a cash sales. Now transaction 7. Goods cost price 20,000, sold to Ram on credit. So this is a credit sale. So 20,000 worth of goods sold for 28,000. So it is a credit sales. Cost price 20,000, sales value 28,000, credit sales. So the cost price deducted from stock. The sales value how much? 28,000. Since it is a credit sale, added with the debtor. The difference is a profit, should be added with the capital. Once again, credit sales, cost price 20,000, sold for 28. The cost price of the goods should be deducted from stock. The sale value should be added with the debtor, since it is a credit sales. The difference between cost price and sale value is a profit added with the capital. So other item we can mark as 0. Other item we can mark as 0. Balancing equation. Now transaction 8. Debtor paid 27,000 in full settlement. Actually, the debtor value how much? The debtor value how much? 28,000. Debtor value how much? 28,000. He paid how much? 27,000 in full settlement. Yes. Received from debtor. Received from debtor. Actually, how much we received from debtor? 27,000. That should be added with cash. The debtor fully reduced. So debtor owes to us 28,000, but they paid how much? 27. It is a discount allowed. Nominal account. It should be deducted from capital. Once again, the debtor actually owed how much? 28,000, but they settled their account by paying 27,000. Actually, we received 27,000. They are settling for 28,000. So the difference between net value and gross value is a discount allowed. It is a nominal account, deduct from the capital. So other item we can mark as 0. Balancing equation. What we have to do? First add all assets. Cash plus bank plus stock plus debtor plus furniture. Add. So total 1,74,000 plus 35. 902. So total assets 2,09,000 rupees. Total assets 2,09,000. Total capital and liability, that is also 2,09,000. So the problem says assets equal to capital plus liability. Students, we completed this sum. In next class, we'll solve different problem. Till then, bye and thank you.